What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about marriage and whether or not your wife or your husband should know about your stack of silver. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. The link will be in the description. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, and many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I want to talk about something a little bit different, something I haven't talked about in a very, very, very long time. Now, I did put out a video somewhat recently about talking to the family about your silver and your gold, maybe to introduce the concept to them. Maybe they have a hard time saving money, so if you were to put those dollars into silver or those dollars into gold, maybe it can act as a money spending deterrent and help stop the recklessness if they have a low financial IQ. But it's been a very long time since I've talked about whether I think it's a good idea to tell your spouse about your silver and your gold. Now, right off the bat, as I say in all of my videos, I'm not a financial advisor, so nothing on this channel should ever be taken as financial advice. However, today I got to say something in addition to that. I am not a marriage counselor, so nothing on this channel should be taken as relationship or marital advice. Now, moving forward away from all that, in my opinion and from my perspective, I do think your spouse should know. I do think your spouse needs to know. However, I'm not married to any of you people, so I really don't care. But for me personally, if I were married, which I am not, and I intend to never get married for reasons of my own, but if I was married, my wife would know. I would tell her. And the reason for that is because I feel as though it is somewhat unethical and wrong to go behind your spouse's back and make financial decisions that they are unaware of and then hide your quote-unquote purchases or what you're converting your dollars into and keep it a secret from them. Like I said before, I'm not married, and I plan on going the rest of my life without getting married for reasons of my own. But if I was in that person's shoes, I wouldn't enjoy being married to somebody who is doing things behind my back, making money decisions, financial decisions without my knowledge, or without first having a discussion about it. In my opinion and from my perspective, I think probably the number one thing, number one rule, number one factor, number one whatever, when it comes to marriage or relationships, any types of relationships, by the way, whether it be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whether it be your brother, your sister, your friend, your co-worker, whoever. The number one thing is trust. You got to be able to trust the person that you are maintaining this relationship with. So when it comes to silver and or gold, I see no reason in the world why not to tell them, assuming that if you're married, you probably have a lot of similarities. You're probably on the same page for the most part, or maybe you're not on the same page, but at the very least you're in the same book. You probably both want to save money. You probably both want to enrich your futures and or your retirements. So I think that by simply going over the basics with your spouse, with your wife, with your husband, with your whatever, and they have a basic understanding of what it is and why you're interested in it or why you want to do it, I see no harm. I think it would probably make a whole lot of sense to them. Now, I have received comments in the past from people who I guess don't trust their wives or whatever, but I've gotten comments from people in the past saying that you should never tell your wife or your husband, I guess. You should never tell your spouse because they will leave you and take half of it. In my opinion and from my perspective, before I even say what I want to say, I want to make it very clear that it's really not my place to make assumptions, or it's not really my place to comment on someone else's relationship. But the first thing that comes to mind is, and also let me include a little disclaimer here, if you don't like opinions, or if you're upset by opinions, my channel is not for you. That said, first thing that comes to mind is, why in the world are you married to somebody who you think is going to leave you and take half of your stuff? That's just the first thing that pops into my mind. I don't think the overwhelming majority of spouses, whether it's the wife, whether it's the husband, whether it's whatever, I don't think the overwhelming majority of spouses are willing to do that. I think they're there for you. I don't think they're there for all these miscellaneous things. If they were there for the silver and the gold, they'd be there for the silver and the gold. But if they don't know about the silver and the gold, they're obviously not there for the silver and the gold. So I feel like I'm getting off onto a little bit of a tangent here. I don't mean to poke fun at anyone and their marriages. I just wanted to make a video talking about why I believe, in my opinion and from my perspective, the spouse should know. I don't think that a husband or a wife should go behind the other one's back and make financial decisions without their knowledge, without having a discussion, and then hiding it from them. Secretly stashing it away, afraid to tell them because they think they're going to steal it. Call me crazy, but I don't really think the overwhelming majority of spouses are going to steal from their husband or their wife. Now, there are some instances where that does happen, but with all that being said, I'm interested, everybody watching this right now, whether you're currently married or you used to be married or maybe you're engaged. Now, also, I said previously that I plan on never getting married. That doesn't mean that I don't believe in marriage. I think marriage is a great thing. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. One of the closest friends that I have on this planet is getting married in a couple of months. I love the guy. I love his future wife. I'm a big fan of both of them, and I wish them nothing but the best. And that goes for everyone out there, anybody who's engaged or anybody who's happily married or happily divorced. I wish you nothing but the best. Whether you're single, whether you're engaged, whether you're married, whether you're whatever. For me personally, in my life, I'm against it. But I'm for it in almost all other areas, as long as the person that someone's getting married to isn't like a criminal of some sort, and in which case I would be against that. But in all other cases, anyway, I'm rambling at this point. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe for new videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers, so help us out. And if you want to support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, and many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what is your opinion on telling the spouse? Are you on the same boat I'm on? Do you think that the spouse should know? They need to know, because you don't make financial decisions behind your spouse's back. Or maybe you do make financial decisions without your spouse knowing what you're doing. In which case, why? Or are you even more like me and you stay away from marriage altogether? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.